The fastest growing sport in America is pickleball, a love child between tennis, badminton, and ping pong. It originated in 1965 and has only grown since. Recently, I've gotten into the sport and wanted to see if I could find a way to separate myself from the rest of the players. So, I had an idea. A few months back, I had a surfboard made with a Lego minifigure inside the board. Now that I'm playing pickleball, I wanted to find a way to do something similar. Instead of putting a minifigure inside an already existing paddle, what if I made a paddle entirely out of Lego? And if I did make one, would it be any good in an actual game? There's only one way to find out. Our first step is to get the pieces necessary to start this project. Now, I could use Lego bricks I already own, but since I plan on gluing these together, I don't really want to ruin mine, so we went to the nearest Lego store and got to work. I went to the back wall where you can buy specific bricks for your own creation. I grabbed a few pieces and began to see how many I would need to make a full-size paddle. After a little bit of math, I filled up a bucket as much as I could. We should have everything we need here to make a Lego pickleball paddle. Sick. I got a bucket of random pieces along with as many as I could fit inside my pick-a-brick cup. It is officially time to start building. It's time to build a pickleball paddle. We have our reference paddle, we have our pieces. I think we're ready to go. My plan is to build it, and then once I have it built, then I'll go back and glue it together. All right, let's do this thing. How tall do we need it? My goal is to have this look like one of the most recognizable paddles in pickleball, the Selkirk. And after over an hour of building, I think we got pretty close. We did it! If I say so myself, that's pretty good. That's pretty much like identical, right? It's pretty much identical. So now I'm gonna have to take it all apart and glue it together. Okay. I can't just leave it like this. I do have to glue it together because if I don't, if I grab it from just the handle, it's gonna be a sad moment, right? It just falls apart. The handle and the top kind of don't stay together. We'll fix it. It's time to add some super glue. Should we start with the weak point? I don't think I need to glue all of it, do I? Start with like the weak points? This might be harder than I thought. Start with this. Oh, jeez. That feels pretty solid, but I am out of super glue, so that is an issue. We will pause this until I find some more.
The following day.
Day 2, we got some more glue. We're ready to finish this thing. So we have the handle. The handle is pretty solid. Even if that's me trying to break it. This thing ain't breaking. The goal is to not glue my fingers together. Is this piece now? I definitely underestimated how much super glue I would need. Totally just got glue all over my fingers. I thought only 3 more, but like I'm still on the handle basically. I'm gonna need like 5 more of these at this rate. It's working. I'm really trying to whack that. Like I bet it's not as stable as I think, but that's working. But it doesn't have all the weight on it yet. But yeah, I mean, it will. We're making progress. That's the good news. The handle and this little smiley face section is complete. I can bounce a ball with this, no problem. We're about halfway through, but we're still just gonna go piece by piece. I think that's still the smartest way to do it. All right, we'll pause this for now and we'll continue in a little bit. This is way more difficult than I thought it was gonna be, but it's fun. It's all gonna be worth it in the end.
8 hours later.
Okay, we got some more glue, so I think we're ready to finish this thing. It's gonna be a process, but I think we can do it. In a way, gluing these pieces together was oddly therapeutic, but the serenity never stayed for long. Why does that not feel right? Taking forever. This final stretch was starting to test my patience. But as I reached the end, the excitement began to bubble. 2 more layers left. After multiple hours of gluing my fingers together, the paddle was almost complete. We're almost done. We're almost done. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 pieces left. Last piece. Woo! She's good. I think we did it. Oh yeah. Whoa, sorry. I mean, it's holding, but I don't know how solid this is gonna be in a game. I hear a lot of creaking. But let's do it. We'll do a little bounce test. Oh gosh, that's so scary. It doesn't feel stable. But hey, look at that. That's a pickleball paddle. So now that we actually have a paddle, it's time to put the grip tape on. I've never put racket tape on something, so I have no idea how this is gonna go, but we're about to find out. I'm assuming I use the full thing. Should I start at the top or the base? I have no idea. I'm thinking go top down here and just kind of make my way across. It's not sticky on both sides like I thought it would be. Or maybe it is, am I not doing it right? Okay, whatever. Oh, that feels way better. Having a little bit of grip on there. Ooh, that feels nice. Look at this thing. This thing is sick. Definitely didn't do any of this right, but who cares? Okay. Perfect. Oh, what did I get from the Lego store? Just the newest set, the Lego Pickleball Paddle. I can't believe I can't believe I did this. Dude. This thing is awesome. Like, for only being held together by Lego and a little bit of super glue, I'm pretty impressed with this thing. I can't believe how close we got this to look to the real thing. Like, from far away, this looks just like a normal pickleball paddle. That's crazy to me. Now that we officially have a paddle, it's time to take it to the court. To consider this an official paddle, it needs to pass 3 tests. Test number 1, the dink test. Test number 2, the serve test. And finally, test number 3, the game test. If it can pass all those tests, we officially made a working paddle. All right, it's time to do some tests. I'm gonna go show Aaron this paddle. Pickleball paddle.
Wow, CJ.
I know, right? Over 300 Lego bricks.
Wow, you can even put like tape on the grip, huh?
I did, yeah.
This is pretty nice. It feels so heavy though.
It's super heavy, and I don't know how actually stable it is.
I was gonna say, I feel like if I go upside down with it, how long did it take you? Did you have to go to the Lego store and like buy a ton of like white Legos?
Yeah, I went to the Lego store, bought a bunch of bricks. You want to try bouncing a ball with it?
Me?
Yeah. For test number 1, the dink test, the paddle passed with flying colors.
Ready?
Yeah.
Dude, I can't wait to get nailed with a bunch of Legos. Oh shoot.
Oh. Dude, perfect shot.
Dude. It's brutal.
Yeah, now that I'm like kind of using it, I think I could get away with it. Moving on to test number 2, the serve test. I was once again too scared to hit it full speed, but the paddle did manage to stay together and the serves were in, so that's a pass. 0-0-2. Oh, I'm like so scared to actually commit.
I thought you were. I was far enough away.
That's good.
That was a great serve.
Before doing the final test of playing an actual game, I went over to the wall just to build up my confidence with the paddle. I was still too afraid to actually hit it at full speed. Oh yeah, you just backhand with it? Oh dude, no, this will work. I'm like actually swinging now. Oh my gosh, I can't believe this is working.
That is honestly so sick. Dude, when you first pulled it out and like I was filming, I totally thought you just pulled out like a really nice paddle. And I was like, what the heck? CJ? In my head, I imagined something really janky, like thick.
No, this was a thought out project.
Oh, I can tell.
And now, after multiple days of working on this paddle, it was the moment of truth. Everything was riding on this moment. You down to play a game?
You down to lose? Yeah. It's a dink machine.
No! It was so high in the air. So sadly, this paddle did not pass all 3 tests. Kind of lost it, but...
Yeah, I know. I don't know why. I just in my head like imagined it exploding.
I did too. I'm like, oh my work.
Looks like I win.
However, I don't think that this means that this was a failure. There are definitely a few extra steps I could take to make this even sturdier, but I still think overall, this was a success. I'm really proud of how it turned out, and at least it's gonna be a decoration piece from this point forward. So thank you guys all so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy, hit that like button down below, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.